Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschata Dishutarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vashadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This verse that's on the being projected is from Srimad Bhagavatam, 31st chapter of 10th canto, the 9th verse. This is actually speaking about the glory and effect of Krishna Kathamritam. Discussions about Krishna. So, since we are going to discuss about Krishna, Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's qualities, Krishna's activities, I thought at the beginning of the class we can sing this. Tava kathamrita tapta jivana Kobi bhiririta kalmashapaha তব কথামৃতা তপ্ত জীবন কবি ভিরিতা কলমশাপহা শ্রবণ মঙ্গল শ্রীমদাতত ভুবি গৃহ্ণন্তি যে ভূরিদা জনা হবন মঙ্গল শ্রীমদাতত ভুবি গৃহ্ণন্তি যে ভূরিদা জনা Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Haribol Shesha Prabhu ki jai. Kratu Prabhu ki jai. Yeah. Yeah, please, Shesha Prabhu. They were wondering whether they should place you here, but I thought that probably you'd prefer to be there because Kratu Prabhu, thank you so much for coming. Yeah, they told me that you were in Orlando. How many of you know Shesha Prabhu? Okay. Shesha Prabhu is a very wonderful devotee. Shesha Prabhu is one of the GBC members, and Shesha Prabhu is actually the GBC of this project also. We are at his shelter. Shesha Prabhu has a very brilliant career, so to say. You are in the West Point, yeah? Shesha Prabhu, yeah. How many of you know what West Point is? West Point is a college that is meant for making army officers, army generals. And most brilliant students actually get admission to that college. But after completing his education in West Point, instead of joining US Army, Shesha Prabhu decided to join Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's army. And from the very beginning, Shesha Prabhu had been very involved in many important projects. Initially, he was involved in book distribution, even in the library party also, yeah, right. At that time, Satsarup Maharaj had the library party, going to the colleges, giving Srila Prabhupada's books, not just one or two books, the entire set. And even the books that was not printed, The orders were there, standing orders. And then Shesha Prabhu became Satsvarup Maharaj's secretary. And that's the time actually I met him. He was in Gita Nagari, and I came to Gita Nagari to help Satsvarup Maharaj in writing the Lilamrita. Especially, there were lots of materials in Bengali, so I was asked to translate them into English so that Satsvarup Maharaj could use them. The Lilamrita. And yes, since then we had been friends. And with time, our friendship became thicker and thicker. And recently, we had been working in a group, in a team called BSCT, Brooklyn Temple No Cell Committee. And it was like, and prior to that, Shesha Prabhu and I worked together in the EC. Shesha Prabhu was the chairman when I joined the EC as second vice chairman. And then that team, Shesha Prabhu, Pragosh Prabhu and myself had the responsibility to get involved in New York to save Brooklyn Temple. And that actually brought us even closer. It was a very big, what should I say? Should I say fight? Or it was not a fight, it was a challenge. It was a very big challenge. And we are practically in touch with each other no matter wherever we were in the world. We had to get in touch with each other for practically every week. Sometimes even more frequently. And the team actually was, Shesha Prabhu was the chairman of this committee, Pragosh Prabhu, myself, and Guru Gauranga Prabhu, another godbrother of ours, who was a very, very accomplished lawyer. And, yes, the assignment that we got from the GBC was to stop the sale of Brooklyn. GBC didn't want to sell, but those who are occupying the temple, they wanted to sell. And finally we succeeded in stopping the sale. The chapter could have ended there, but they were so adamant that although they know that there is no way they can win the case, they decided to go to the court. Which would mean unnecessarily a lot of money will be wasted. Prabhupada's money will be wasted on both sides. They'll be wasting Srila Prabhupada's money, whether they want to admit it or not. That. And from our side also. Anyway, so we are very happy to have Shesha Prabhu with us. His Grace Shesha Prabhu ki. And Kratu Prabhu just came from India. Kratu Prabhu joined in Canada, right? Yeah. Which year was that? 72, yeah. Right. And Kratu Prabhu was an engineer serving in Canada, making a lot of money, naturally. But with his wife's permission, he quit his job. That needs the GBC permission. And became a full-time devotee serving ISKCON. He is very effective preacher since the beginning. He had been cultivating many devotees in different parts of the world. And Kratu Prabhu is an initiating spiritual master of ISKCON. But he is now mostly settled in Delhi and Vrindavan. And he has some very, very nice disciples. Very committed. So he has been, all those boys and girls have been trained up very nicely by Kratu Prabhu. And His Holiness Kratu Prabhu ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. Okay, so the first session of Garga Samhita. Samhitas are scriptures that record the narrations and teachings of different individuals. Like we know Brahma Samhita. What is Brahma Samhita? Brahma's descriptions of Krishna and the spiritual sky. In this way there are Manu Samhita. Manu Samhita gives the law for mankind. Like in the Vedic time, how the human society should function, how the human individual should function, that was presented by Manu, the forefather of mankind. Manu's Samhita. Similarly, Garga Samhita. You all remember who is Garga Muni? Garga Muni is the family priest of the Jadu family. And so he is the family priest, and he naturally knows the whole family very well. And Garga Muni met Shaunaka Rishi, or rather Shaunaka Rishi met Garga Muni. Just like Sutta Goswami came to the Naimisharanya, similarly Garga Muni also happened to come to Naimisharanya. And Shaunaka Rishi, who was there, the spokesman of thousands of sages who assembled there, Shaunaka Rishi asked him, can you please tell us about Krishna? Krishna's qualities, Krishna's activities, Krishna's pastimes. And instead of directly telling about Krishna's pastimes, Garga Muni related to an incident when Narad Muni met Bahulasha, King Bahulasha. And what Narad Muni described, Garga Muni related to that. To show, he started to tell. Narad Muni answered Bahulasha's question. Do you all remember King Bahulasha? He was the king of Mithila, and Krishna went to meet him. But in Mithila, there was another devotee who also wanted Krishna to come to his house. But that person was very poor. And Krishna is so kind that he expanded himself into two personalities. One, Krishna went to Bahulasha, the king, and the other person went to Shrutadev, the poor Brahmana. And so this is how kind Krishna is. Like wherever his devotees want him, irrespective of his situation, his position, his condition, Krishna goes there. And so Narad Muni met Bahulash, King Bahulasha, asked Narad Muni the same question. Can you please tell us more about Krishna? And so Narad Muni started to describe that how Krishna decided to come, how Krishna came. Decided to come to the earth planet. At one time, Mother Earth was very much distressed by the demoniac kings and their military power. They were tormenting Mother Earth. So Mother Earth could not bear the burden. So she went to Brahma. Brahma is the head of the universe. So, and Brahma, she appealed to Brahma, please do something. I am so much tormented by these demoniac individuals. They are torturing me so much. I cannot bear this torture. Brahma said, look, I can't do anything about that. It's beyond my power. So let's go to Vishnu. So, along with the other demigods, like Lord Shiva, Indra, Chandra, Varuna, and with all demigods, they went to Vishnu. So when Brahma narrated about the earth's condition, Vishnu also told that, look, it is beyond me. So he said, come, I'll take you to somebody. So Vishnu led them and brought to a river, and through the river they came to the outlet from this universe. Which river was this? Ganga. And the outlet is Vamanadev's toe pierced the covering of the universe. So they went out and they found a vast reservoir of water, causal water. And they were moving, and then they saw that this universe became small, like a small fruit called Udumbara fruit. And and then as they started to move, they started to see many such fruits floating there. And then they came to the 8 beautiful cities. And beyond those cities, they came to a bright light. And traveling through that light, they saw Anantashesha. And on Anantashesha's head, there was this Golok. So in this way, they came to Golok. And when they came to the gate, they saw that some girls are guarding the gates. So Vishnu told that we want to meet Krishna. So they said, well, then let me go and ask him, who are you? We are Vishnu, Shiva, Brahma, different demigods. We came to ask for his shelter. So, we are coming from the universe. We are the Brahma, Shiva, Mahesh, Vishnu. So she came back after a while, said, from which universe? Krishna asked, from which universe? They're wondering, which universe? Brahma thought, I knew about only one universe. But Vishnu said, the universe where Prishnigarbha appeared and Trivikram with his toenail cracked the covering of the universe. So she went and said, come in. So they went and they saw Krishna is sitting with Srimati Radha. And then they saw Sahasrashirsha Purusha just appeared there and merged into Krishna's body. Vamana appeared, merged into Krishna's body. Nishingadev appeared, merged into Krishna's body. Ramchandra appeared, merged into. This is how they saw different incarnations are coming with all their grandeur and then merging into Krishna's body. So then Krishna asked, so tell me, what's the purpose of your coming? So Vishnu narrated everything that happened. So he said, okay, I'll come to take care of the situation. So when Krishna said that, Radharani protested. I can't bear to stay away from you. I can't bear the separation from you. Please don't go. I can't even tolerate a moment's separation. What to speak of going there for so long? Then Krishna said, okay, you'll also come along with me. She said, no, I don't want to go to a place where there is not Golok. I don't want to go to a place where there is no Govardhan. Krishna said, okay, so I'll send a part of Golok and also I'll send Govardhan there for your sake. The Radharani was happy. So this is how Krishna decided to come, according to Garga Samhita, decided to come to the earth planet, and Vrindavan also came along with him. Now Govardhan was actually born as the son of a great mountain called Drona mountain in Shalmali Dweep. This is Jambudweep, Jambu, Plaksha, Shalmali, there are 7 islands. So he appeared in Shalmali Island. And then one day, Pulastha Rishi just happened to go to Shalmali Dweep, and he became the guest of Drona mountain. And he saw this beautiful Govardhan. So while departing, it's generally a custom that householder gives something to the departing saintly personality. So when Drona asked, what can I offer you? So he said, look, give me your son, Govardhan. This son was so dear to Drona. When Drona was told that this sage wanted his son, he was totally heartbroken. But still he could not refuse the saintly personality. So he said, okay, please, I will ask my son to go with you. So he said that this great personality, son of Lord Brahma, Pulastha Rishi, wants you to go with him to Kashi, Benares. Because Benares is the place, Kashi is the place of Lord Shiva. So Pulastha Rishi stays there. He's a worshipper of Lord Shiva. And he thought that this would be a nice place if Govardhan went, I will meditate, which is such a beautiful environment. So Govardhan made a condition. Okay, he first asked, how will you carry me such a distance? Pulastha said, don't worry. With my power, I can carry you in my hand. So he said, fine. One condition, no stopping, a non-stop. I want non-stop flight. If you stop anywhere, I won't move from there. So then, when Pulastha was taking Govardhan, he came above Vrindavan. And Govardhan saw that this is the place where the Lord is going to come. Who wants to go to Kashi? So he increased his weight so much that Pulastya couldn't carry him anymore. And not only that, he got some nature's call also. So he placed the mountain and went. And after taking bath, when he came, he tried to lift. Govardhan won't move. What's happening? Why aren't you moving? You made the condition. If I stop at one place, then you are not going to. I'm not going to move. It was agreed upon. So I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm just going to stay here. And Pulastya became so upset. Then he cursed Govardhan. That every day he will reduce the size of a mustard seed. So that's why Govardhan is reducing with time. So this is how Govardhan appeared in Vrindavan, and Vrindavan appeared on this earth planet. And so now, as I told, like some individuals were tormenting Mother Earth, the leader of that demon, leader of those miscreants, was a demon named Kamsa. Kamsa actually was a demon, original demon, named Kalnemi. And during the churning of the milk ocean, Kalnemi was killed by Vishnu. So Kalnemi developed some animosity with Vishnu. Like he was killed, but the demons can be revived by Shukracharya with a substance called Mrita Sanjivani. Sanjivani means reviving and Mrita means dead. This medicine can revive even a dead person. So, the only time it can revive is if the head is chopped off, then it cannot revive. As long as the head is intact, Shukracharya can revive. So, that's why when Krishna takes care of the demons, he chops their heads off. With the Sudarshan Chakra. So, Kalnemi being revived, he wanted to take revenge against Vishnu. So he performed great austerities on top of Mandar mountain. It was like Hiranyakashipu's austerity. His whole body was eaten up by ants, and only the skeleton was standing. And then Brahma came, due to such severe austerity, and asked, so what do you want? And like Hiranyakashipu also, I want to be immortal. But Brahma said, that's not possible. No one is immortal in this world. Jata sahi dhrupam mrityu. Whoever is born here has to die. Even I will die. So how can I give you that benediction? So he also made some condition, okay, no demigod will be able to kill me. And made other conditions also, but principally it was the demigods that he had his animosity. And and then he appeared as Kamsa. There is a little history about Kamsa's birth also. King Ugrasen was the king of the Jadus, leader of the Jadus, and his beautiful wife Padmavati once was just roaming in the garden, palace garden, And a demon called Drumila saw her. And he became so much afflicted by her beauty that he wanted to unite with her. So this Drumila demon assumed the form of Ugrasen. He appeared to her as Ugrasen, king, her husband. And they united. And it is due to that union, a demon was born, Kamsa. An extremely powerful person. Even when he was a little boy, he would wrestle with big wrestlers and defeat them. So one day when he was wrestling with the wrestlers, one elephant got loose from his shackles and started to roam around and plundering everything all around. It was the elephant of King Jarasandha. Jarasandha, in order to conquer the world, he went out and he made his camp on the bank of Jamuna, and this elephant, Kuvalaya Pira, his elephant got loose and started to plunder everything. And seeing this dangerous elephant, all the other wrestlers left, ran away. But Kamsa stood there, challenging that elephant. And a terrible fight ensued between the elephant and Kamsa. Then finally, Kamsa picked up the elephant and threw it 18 miles away in Jarasandha's camp. Jarasandha was surprised, and how come this elephant landed like this? And then Jarasandha found out that this boy, Kamsa, had hit this elephant and threw him. So Jarasandha became so impressed with the strength of Kamsa that he decided to offer his two daughters, Asti and Prapti, to Kamsa. So this is how Kamsa became the son-in-law of Jarasandha, most powerful king, another demon. In Dwapar Yuga, the demons actually appeared as kings. Many of the demons appeared as kings. So, then after that, Kamsa just started to go around challenging different people, different powerful individuals. And he came to the capital of Barhishmati, and he got to know the king has 5 sons, and they are very powerful wrestlers. Kamsa went there, challenged them. I want to fight with you. Okay, they said fine. On a condition, if we defeat you, you will become our slave. But if you defeat us, then we'll become your slaves. So the first challenger was Chand, the eldest son, Chanura. Kamsa defeated him. Generally he used to kill them after defeating them. But for some reason he spared him. Then came Mushtika, got defeated. Then came Kuta, then Shal and Tosha. These 5 wrestlers, the 5 princes of that kingdom, they were defeated by Kamsa and submitted to Kamsa. Then Kamsa went to Kamsa went to the Prabharshan mountain. This Prabharshan mountain, probably you remember, Prabharshan mountain means the mountain where it rains continuously all the time. Such a high mountain that it continuously rains. And it is Krishna and Balaram who actually, when Jarasandha was chasing, they came to the Prabharshan mountain. They climbed on top of the mountain and then from there they jumped to Dwarka. So in Prabharshan mountain he came across Divida, the monkey, the gorilla. Now although Divida was a monkey and who assisted Lord Ramchandra, but in this pastime, in Dwapar Yuga, Divida became a demon, became demoniac. And so Kamsa defeated Divida. Divida became submissive to him. In this way, after a while defeating different individuals, powerful individuals, Kamsa now came to Mahendra mountain. Kamsa lifted the mountain, placed it down. And he did that 100 times. Lifted it, placed it down. So that mountain is where Parashuram also lives. So Parashuram became very upset. You rascal, showing your prowess. Another independent Kshatriya. Despotic, tyrannical Kshatriya. So, I can see that you are quite powerful, but let me see how powerful you are. This bow, Vishnu gave to Lord Shiva to kill the Tripura demon. Tripura, you remember? He was... the condition was that the 3 cities that are floating in the space, when it came together, if all the 3 cities can be destroyed at one time, when it came into just one line, then only Tripura could have been killed. So, Lord Vishnu empowered Lord Shiva and gave him the bow. And the arrow would pierce through. When this came to 3 cities, came floating on the space, came together, Lord Shiva actually destroyed those 3 cities. He said, this bow I have. If you can string this bow, then I'll see that you are worth fighting. And then Kamsa said, fine. But for your information, I'm not a Kshatriya. I'm a demon. So Parashuram said, okay, at least you're better off now. Because Parashuram came to defeat the Kshatriyas. 21 times he annihilated the Kshatriyas. So, and Kamsa strung that bow. Then Parashuram said, okay, take this bow. But one thing is, that when someone would string this bow, then you know that the time has come for you to die. So later on we'll see how all these incidents are actually falling in place. So this is how Kamsa actually received the benediction from Parashuram and the bow of Lord Shiva. And then he came to the shore of the ocean. And there he saw a gigantic snake. And seeing Kamsa, this gigantic snake attacked, tried to bite him. Kamsa just jumped on his back and strangled it. The snake is about to leave his body. He said, please let me go, let me go. I will become your servant. And who was that snake? Aghasura. So this is how Kamsa defeated Aghasura. Then a bull demon attacked. That is Arishtasura. So in this way Kamsa defeated all these demons and brought them under his control, and they became Kamsa's allies. Then Kamsa went to Pragjatishpur. Pragjatishpur, where Narakasura was. It was his capital. Narakasura, Kamsa went and challenged him. So Narakasura said, okay, I'll send my men to deal with you. So he first sent Pralambasura. Kamsa defeated him. Then he sent Dhenukasura. Kamsa defeated him. Then he sent Trinavartasura. Kamsa defeated him. Then finally he sent Bakasura. Kamsa defeated him. Then when her brother was defeated, Bakasura's sister, Putana, came and challenged Kamsa. Fight with me. Kamsa said, I don't fight with women. And since Bakasura surrendered himself to me, I have kind of accepted him as my brother. So in that relationship, you become my sister. So this is how all these demons came under Kamsa. Narakasura then accepted defeat. Said, okay, I can see that you are a very powerful person, so I won't fight with you. Would rather become friends. So Narakasura became Kamsa's friend. Then Kamsa went and challenged Sambarasura. He also decided not to fight, but became a friend. So, in this way, all these demons were defeated. All these demons were defeated and became subservient or surrendered to Kamsa. So now, with this power of all these demons, Kamsa attacked Kalajavana. Kalajavana is the very powerful Javana king. And Kamsa actually defeated him also. Then after defeating all these demons, he further defeated Banasura, another very powerful king, and Vatsasura. And Kamsa now attacked the heavenly planet, Amaravati, the kingdom of Indra, Amaravati. So all the demigods being challenged in the fight, they came to fight with Kamsa. But one after another, they all became defeated. Indra got defeated. Surya came, got defeated. Chandradev came, got defeated. In this way, one after another, all these powerful demigods were also defeated by Kamsa. Kamsa had the boon that the demigods won't be able to kill him. Then finally Jamaraj came. Jamaraj, when Kamsa went and challenged Jamaraj, Jamaraj sent his army. Who is that impudent here? And he got the news that his army got smashed. So Jamaraj then himself came out with his Jamadanda. And there was a terrible fight ensued between Jamaraj and Kamsa. And finally when Jamaraj is about to strike Kamsa with Jamadanda, which would mean you die. Jamadanda, when it strikes anybody, when Jamaraj strikes anybody with Jamadanda, is to die. But at that time Brahma came and said, desisted him, prevented him. Jam, don't do that. He is not meant to be killed by you. He'll be killed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So just wait for him. So then Jamaraj disappeared. And Kamsa thought he defeated Jamaraj also. So in this way, Kamsa conquered even the heavenly planet. And he took Indra's throne and brought it to Mathura. Now, in the meantime, Krishna appeared as the background goes like this. One day, King Devak, when Narad Muni was visiting, King Devak asked Narad Muni that my daughter Devaki, she is of marriageable age. So can you please tell me who would be the suitable husband for her? Then Narad Muni described the glories of King Devak. King Devak, he described the glory of Vasudev. Such a noble person. It's a wonderful character. And just describe it so that he is the suitable match for your daughter. So in this way, the marriage between Devaki and Vasudev was arranged. And as you know, after the wedding, Kamsa himself was driving. Kamsa was the cousin of Devaki. And showing his affection towards her, he himself was driving the chariot. But at that time, the voice from the sky announced, "You fool, Kamsa." So affectionately, the person that you are carrying in your chariot, her 8th son is going to kill you. Just by hearing that, Kamsa unsheathed his sword, caught Devaki by her hair and about to kill her. But Vasudev prevented. Vasudev said, "Kamsa, you are such a hero. Your valor and your strength is well known all over the world. Did you ever consider what will happen if you kill your own sister?" And she also mentioned that when Putana challenged you, you refused to fight with her because you don't want to fight with a woman. Rather, you accepted her as your sister. Now, your own sister you are going to kill, not to fight, but just kill a woman, your own sister. In this way, Vasudeva was giving various reasons not to kill Devaki. But Kamsa was not convinced. As you've seen in Srimad Bhagavatam, Vasudeva gave so many wonderful reasons not to act like that. One of the things is that death is inevitable for everyone. So why be afraid of death? Just when the next body, subtle body, is ready to go to the next body, one leaves this present body. Death is only a transmigration of the soul. Just as when we take steps, when one step is firmly established, then the other step is lifted and placed forward. So that is how living entities act according to their karmic reactions. Still Kamsa wouldn't listen. Kamsa wouldn't listen to any of this wise advice and reasoning. So finally Vasudeva said, okay Kamsa, you are not actually, there is nothing to be afraid of Devaki. Your concern is her sons. So I will, as soon as the children are born, I will offer them to you. Then you decide. Meaning, then you can kill those children. Spare Devaki. So Kamsa knew that Vasudeva was a man of words. He was very truthful. He would never break his commitment. So Kamsa agreed. The first child was born. Vasudeva brought the child to Kamsa. There was some tenderness in Kamsa's heart. But we can also see that how the demons are totally unreliable. Their attitude changes. So he said, I have nothing to be afraid of from this child. So take him back. The 8th child is the one that I am concerned about. So Vasudeva took the child back, but he knew Kamsa's nature, a demoniac nature. He knew that it cannot be trusted. So Garga Samhita actually gives another light to that. That when the first child was spared like that, the demigods became concerned. This is actually coming from Brahma Vaivarta. The demigods became concerned that Krishna will come as the 8th child. And if the child survives, the next pregnancy will take a long time. So better to hurry Krishna's appearance. And besides that, they also made the arrangement that the Sadgarbhas would be placed one after another in the womb of Devaki to accelerate, to make room for Krishna to appear and Balaram to appear. So they consulted with Narad Muni. And Narad Muni, please do something about accelerating Krishna's appearance. So Narad Muni then went and spoke to Kamsa. Kamsa, these demigods are very tricky. Don't trust them. 8th son of Devaki, counting from which side? Front, back, or back, front, or middle, around. So don't take any chance. So then Kamsa actually killed that child. And not only this one child, he started to, every time a child is born, Kamsa started to kill. So Ugrasen became very, very concerned. and he tried to stop Kamsa. So Ugrasen when he tried to stop Kamsa, Ugrasen's army and Kamsa's army got into a fight. Kamsa defeated Ugrasen's army, and although Ugrasen was his father, he dragged him out of the throne and bound him with ropes and put him in the prison. So that is how Ugrasen was imprisoned. And then the seventh pregnancy was Balaram. And Balaram appeared in Rohini's womb, and from Rohini's womb, Balaram appeared in Devaki's womb, and from Devaki's womb, he was transferred to Rohini's womb. Balaram actually stayed in Rohini's womb only for 5 days. And he was born. And then Krishna appeared in the womb of Devaki. So Krishna was, when Krishna was in the womb of the mother, Devaki, then all the demigods came offering prayers to Krishna. They had the opportunity to see Krishna or feel Krishna's presence in the womb. And then in course of time, Krishna was born. In the meantime, another personality also appeared. Radharani appeared as the daughter of King Vrishabhanu and Kirtida Sundari. So, in the previous life, King Vrishabhanu was a Vasu called Suchandra, and Kirtida was Kalavati. King had 3 daughters, Kalavati, Ratnamala and Menoka.